I'm Devorah Wallen, and I'd like to share my Tea for Two, my Torah thought for 2 minutes, more or less. This week's Torah portion is Nitzavim, which means standing in a very firm manner. The first verse says, "You all stand this day before the Lord your God, your tribal heads, your elders, and your officials, all the people of Israel." The verse then includes your children, your wives, and even the stranger within your camp, from the woodchopper to the water carrier, to enter into the covenant of the Lord your God, which the Lord your God is making with you this day. Rashi, quoting the Midrash Tanchuma, says the word Nitzavim implies standing with strength, permanence, and stability. We then see in the words that follow the word Nitzavim a reference to all the Jewish people, from the greatest to the least. The elders, the leaders, the officials, the men, the women, the children, the wives, the converts, even from the woodchopper to the water carrier. This means all types and classes without distinction. The logical implication here is that we can only be truly strong, Nitzavim, and standing firmly and permanently when we are all unified as one. You may recall at the giving of the Torah, the verse speaks about the Jewish people standing at Mount Sinai in the singular form of the verb. Rashi tells us that we received the Torah unified as one person with one heart. We all have our own connection to the Torah. The Torah was not given only for the intellectuals or holy rollers. It was given to all of us, from the simplest to the most sophisticated. We all have a portion and place in the Torah, as we request at the end of the Amidah, grant us our portion in your Torah. There's a similar concept about the strength of the Jewish people, exemplified when we are unified as one. The word tzibur means congregation. You might have heard the expression shaliach tzibur, the person who is the shaliach or representative of the congregation. The word tzibur is comprised of 4 letters, tzadik, beis, vav, and resh. There is a lesson from this word that it is an acronym for the entire congregation. Tzadikim, completely righteous, beinonim, the intermediates, and rishayim, the wicked ones. In other words, no congregation is complete without everyone, even those perceived as wicked to other congregants. All are welcome in Hashem's broad arms. These days, even though we are experiencing similar things around the world, we are splintered and fractured. In some situations, close friends and family members are approving or disapproving of political, religious, or health choices and decisions. However, if there ever was a time for the Jewish people to flock together as one and accept each other as family, it should be now. We are being given a test. The unholy forces of fear, anxiety, and polarization have created a brief obstruction, hindering our progress. With the unprecedented things going on in the world, it is clear we're approaching Mashiach times. As our tradition teaches, these last decades are the birth pangs of the Messianic era. Our job now is to be able to accomplish the goal of creating a welcoming place for Hashem to dwell amidst us in this world. The Torah teaches that Hashem prefers to dwell when His children behave as siblings. Although relatives do have rivalries and differences, ultimately, Av Echad L'Kulana. Together we all have one Father. May we all be able to stand firmly together with strength as we approach the new year, together as one people with one heart. And let us proclaim the sovereignty of God over all of us, our loyalty to royalty, that He grant us a year of health, happiness, and peace.